Hey, hey, let's go ahead and get your reading started. We're going to do a tarot card reading. What do we got? A win-win outcome is forecast. What else we got for the collective spirit? What's the most important messages the collective needs to hear? Nothing will come of this situation. All right, keep going, spirit. That's a void off course moon. And wow, you're very close to achieving a goal, but it showed up in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, a time for healing. I feel like you know what? You have to heal. You're going to have to go back and come. You're going to have to go back before you can move forward. You're not going to be able to achieve a goal until you go back and retrieve something or somebody. Plain and simple. You're going to have to heal and balance out a relationship, or you're not going to achieve the goal. That's all there is to it. You're not going to achieve the goal. You have to go back. I don't know what this relationship is. We're going to keep going. Let's find out more. Spirit, what is this talking about for the collective? What do we got here? Yeah, tower moment. There was a tower moment, but it shows up in the reverse. What do we got here? Ace of Pentacles shows up in the reverse. Somebody here not accepting. Yeah, not accepting breadcrumbs. Only accepting. Yeah, the scales there. Yeah, the scales there. Twice. Someone here, it's almost like someone here didn't want to give their energy and it created some type of a tower movement. What else we got here, Spirit? Please show me more. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. We got more Pentacles here. Seven of Cups. You won't achieve a goal. It's almost like, when we try not to pay people what they're worth, right? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You're trying to not pay people what they're worth. You want to take, but you don't want to give. You won't achieve a goal that way. Their karma will come back and bite you. The people will quit. They're not accepting whatever you take. Then all of a sudden, everything falls apart because you were trying to cut corners with somebody. Somebody was trying to cut corners with you to achieve some type of goal. No, I'm going to tell you right now, nothing will come of this situation. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Cups. You're going to have to do it a different way. Somebody's going to have to do this a different way. You're also going to have to look, are you getting paid what you're worth? Six of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? I don't think so. Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is taking away a pentacle. And we have that right here, leaving people out in the cold, feeling like they can't afford their bills. They can't afford to live. Empress on its side. Maybe having to go back and live at mommy and daddy's house. Yeah, because we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Swords, King or Queen, does not matter. Two of Wands, what are you going to do about it? Wee. Somebody's finances need to be healed. But I think it's because they try to cut corners before. It's almost like I almost get a boss who wants one person to do the job of 10, but only wants to pay him for one. I think we're going to have less charity. I'm almost getting like people are going to be less charitable. Like, no, you need to pay me what I'm worth. Period. Like you've taken long enough. Somebody here's been like dragging their feet at paying somebody what they're worth. I think that this person is starting to wisen up and they're starting to realize like they have other options and they're going to be much more abundant elsewhere because at this point, if they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to end up losing out because they're not getting paid what they're worth. Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting this very, very strongly. Nothing will come of this situation if you don't take care of the people. It's funny because we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You know what's in the upright? The Five of Pentacles. Somebody here breadcrumbing someone else. Six of Pentacles in the or in the upright. Knight of Pentacles dragging their feet. You know, it's funny because it's like, and then you offer this person an ultimatum. Well, if you don't pay me what I'm worth, I'm going to go elsewhere. And they're like, okay, well, I'll take my chances at finding somebody who will do the same job as you for the exact same amount of money or less. That's what I'm getting. I'll get somebody else to do it for less. And you know, I'll be honest with you, you got to be careful with that right now because, you know, with all the, and I'm just going to call it the people that they're got bringing, you know, bringing them over the border right now, they're doing it on purpose so that they can pay you less, so that there's competition for your job, so that you can be. I'm going to be honest with you, with Pluto now in Aquarius, as of, you know, yesterday, I'm, you know, get prepared for AI to take over your position. Or again, why do you think they're bringing people in over the border? Because they're willing to do it for pennies on the dollar. And if you say anything about it, they don't care. Like, you're never going to get to your own goal if you keep accepting whatever this is being on offer to you. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like this reading. Uh, I think that you need to know your value, know your worth, but she did show up on its side. So this is like, you know, do I, you know, take what it is that they're offering me, even though they're offering me nothing, just so I have a job? Or do I put myself out there? Two of Wands. Do I put myself out there with, look at that, the Magician underneath the Two of Wands, and manifest something completely different? You have options. That's the Seven of Cups. They can just be very confusing. It's like you're, you know, you're trying to, well, I could do this, well, or I could do this, or I could, well, maybe do this. And it's like, you know, you're just kind of, you know, you're not happy where you are. You know that you're never going to achieve a goal. Maybe the goal is retirement. You know that's not going to happen, but you're scared. There's a fear, because the Seven of Cups can also be fear because there's too many different, you know, options. And then the boogeyman comes after you, right? You're like, oh, I'll be poor if I do this. Then, you know, what if nothing comes of this? And Spirit's like, you'll achieve a goal. You know, what you want to do is the only major arcanas we have here is the Tower in the reverse, which I like the fact that it's in the reverse. So it's like you can avoid this Tower moment. And then we have the Empress on her side. So these two carry the most weight. It's like, if you recognize your own value and you start looking more towards the future at what it is that you are wanting to create, if you're wanting to get yourself out of a hole financially, sometimes you need to make a different choice, and it's a scary choice nonetheless. But it's like, you know, it's not, it has to be win-win for everyone, because, you know, if you go to a job where you're volunteering all of your time and you're doing all this stuff for free and there's no, you know, reciprocity, you know, they're just taking advantage, because if givers keep giving, takers keep taking. And then you start feeling like, what the fuck? Like, I got taken advantage of. And it's then, once you are like recognizing that they've been just taking what they can. I remember I was dating this guy, right? And it was like, we were building this empire, we were building this fucking business, you know, and I'm there every step of the way, helping him with everything. And I was like, look, are we doing this together? Or am I building your empire for somebody else to take over later? Like, are we going to be committed in this partnership in order for us to do this together? Because I'm not going to build this and then have somebody else fucking step foot into my position after I've worked so fucking hard, you know? And he was like, well, you know, I really don't want to commit. And I don't, why do we got to put a title on it? And I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. You ain't paying me for all the information that I'm giving you. There's no equality. There's no reciprocity. You're not offering me anything stable. In fact, it even says here, nothing will come of this situation. They're offering me breadcrumbs. They're offering me, oh, well, you know, we can spend time together, but I got to do this business and the business and the business and the business. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I know my value. I'm out. You're not offering me stability, because the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is, you're not stable. And yeah, like, that's enough to piss you off, because you're wasting my fucking time. Do you see what I'm saying? So I avoided a disaster and avoided, you know, this whole thing by choosing myself and saying, you know what, I'm gonna go build my own fucking empire. Like, you don't have me in your thought process for the future. You're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about the here and now. And like, there has to be that, you know, that's That's what this person has to sacrifice something in order for the greater good. It has to be win-win for everyone. That's what it says here. And if not, you reset the balance of the scales by opting out of that timeline if that person is not giving you what you deserve. So what he did was he chose, instead of committing to a partnership between him and I and help building on this relationship, he decided he was going to go and be with somebody who and commit himself to a perfect stranger so that he didn't have to pay her and he didn't have to put a title on it. So what he did was decided, I'm going to go take advantage of this person now and see how much I can get until that person wisens up like I did and says, fuck that, if she ever does. If she ever does. Because at the end of the day, you know, he's an attractive man, and that's how he operates, is by getting women, getting as much as he can out of them without having to give anything in return. So there was no reciprocity, if that is making sense. So, you know, put that where it fits. And if that scenario doesn't fit, you know, it can be a boss. You know, a boss comes in, they take and they take and they take and they take. And then the moment that you stand up for yourself, and the moment you say, hey, wait a minute, this isn't fair. You know, you're getting everything and I'm getting nothing, is when they fire you, because now you have an opinion and they don't want your opinion. They wanted you while you were shutting the fuck up and just doing the work. Go build your own empire, man. Stop building other people's empires. Know your value, know your worth, and then tell them, you know, either, you know, double it, triple it, whatever, you know, like, you need to heal your own finances, because I think for a lot of you, you depleted your finances by helping these other individuals. And again, they continue to take away from you. And that's really what I'm getting here. What do we got here, Spirit? What does the wisdom of the Oracle have to say about this? Okay. Yeah, I just saw, you know, building your own foundations, building blocks. Look at that. We got building blocks. This is about you building your own empire. Stop fucking building other people's empires. They don't give a shit about you. Yeah, not for you. You need to learn strategy. You need to learn strategy. What's not for you? You know, like that guy I was dating, like he was being strategic. He was using, you know, his, you know, whatever he could use, his cute little smile, and, you know, to get whatever the fuck he wanted. But at the end of the day, he wasn't going to give anything back. And I had to realize, like, this isn't for me. Like, go out after my own fortune cookie and learn my own strategy. Like, I was cool at first, but then until I wasn't, you know, yeah, after I thought about it, think, you know, it's thinking, number 44. Spirit, please show me, what does the collective need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? What do we got? Yeah, chop wood, stay grounded, bottom of the deck, flexible. So, you know, I think you were flexible, you know, in this, and I think it's asking you for you to be flexible. Like the universe is like helping you realize like what isn't for you anymore. You got 2 6s here, and number 10, 19 adds to a 10. Oh, 37 underneath that. Where's the never ending story coming from? So I feel like for a lot of you, you're literally thinking, and you, like we see here with the 2 of Wands, we see here with the Knight of Pentacles. This is a lot of thinking energy. Like, and I think you've thought long enough. You can be an overthinker, over analyzer, and that can be to the detriment where you end up not doing anything. You just stay there. Yeah, that's not going to work. So you have to be very, very mindful of where it is. Yeah, we got the fork in the road right here. Okay, so with the fork in the road, this talks about, are you going to continue to stay stuck where you are? Are you going to continue to, you know, stand here? You got the world in the palm of your hands. It's time for you to do something so completely different and come out of this feeling left out in the cold. Come out of this, you know, financial depletion. For some of you, it definitely depleted you financially. That's for sure. You go from the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They weren't willing to give you anything. 6 of Pentacles in the upright, breadcrumbing. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, but it was almost like you even had to fight for what they gave you. That the little bits that they gave you, and they would like come in slowly. Oh, I'll give you your paycheck in 2 weeks from now. It's like, what the fuck? It's almost like these, waitresses and waiters now, servers at the restaurants where they don't get their tips until their paycheck now after it's been taxed. I'm getting that. Like, you guys have to be very careful with your money because they're going to continue to tax the shit out of you too. It's going to end up costing you. It's time for you guys to really think about your next steps. Because I think that for some of you, whoever this resonates with, you're not close to achieving a goal. You're not, because this person is distracting you from your goal. This situation is distracting you from your goal. They're not even going to let you get to the finish line. You have this goal, but this other person has something else that they're doing. You need to watch out for that. You need to recognize you are the first and foremost most important person in the room, because without you, they can't make this happen. I'm gonna be honest with you, whoever this is doesn't plan on taking you with them. And at any point in time, you're replaceable. You guys, start building your own empires, man. Seriously, you need to start thinking about where you can go, where you're going to be an asset, where you're valuable. And honestly, it's by building your own shit, man. We've got this, what is this, disease X or something that's coming through, and now they can fire you. They're signing these consecutive orders or whatever they're called to, shut down businesses whenever the fuck they want. Dude, that's your finances, man. Are you going to keep allowing somebody outside of yourself to say when you can and cannot work? You have to make yourself so freaking valuable that even AI cannot take your business away from you. You cannot be replaced. Seriously, there has to be, you guys need to think about that. For real. You guys think that I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not. I'm as serious as a fucking heart attack. Pluto and Aquarius is a whole nother ball game, guys. Choose yourself. Be selfish. You're going to learn how to be selfish real fucking quick. I'm an Aries ascendant. It was funny because after I broke up with him, he just kept saying, well, now I'm all alone. You tried to replace me, man. Now you'll find somebody that will actually be a sucker. I'm not a sucker. Like, I'm here to help you, but I'm here to help you if we're building this together. I'm not here to help you if I'm building this for someone else. I choose me. And my business is much more important than what you do. So at the end of the day, that's where the universe goes, you get it. You recognize they're being strategic. You better be too. Love you guys all so much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace. And I love storylines like these, but I hate them at the same time. They're irritating. Anyway, they just bring back a lot of like stupid shit that I've like seen firsthand, and it's just like, wow. Yeah, luckily I'm not a sucker, so hopefully you're not either. Pay attention. Are you getting paid what you're worth? It has to be win-win for everyone. Otherwise, the universe is going to come in and reset the balance of the scales by pulling you out. Love you guys all so much. Take care.